2024 was no doubt a busy, crazy, and generally chaotic year in the cybersecurity industry. As we circle around into the new year, 2025, I thought I would take a step back and just highlight some of the most prolific events happened that in cybersecurity in 2024. In my opinion, crazy. Starting out with the worst data breach of all time, the record just continues to get set. It's the National Public Data Breach that happened earlier this year. 2.9 billion records of email addresses, social security numbers, as well as other personal information leaked online for free. The infiltrator, the hacker, US DoD, looking to extort users out of their information, eventually led to the leak of the 2.9 billion records. Now, no doubt this information is going to help assist attackers in future phishing, social engineering, and just general account cracking abilities. And it's bad. Next in the data breach segment, we also had Snowflake. So Snowflake database systems, stolen customer credentials were used for weak credential stuffing attacks, which happened to pop the database accounts of many prolific high-value companies such as AT&T, Santander Bank, Ticketmaster, which probably no one feels bad for, and Advanced Auto Parts. So really this year was an encapsulation of data breaches, and like I said, the record just continues to be set each and every year. In February of 2024, a backdoor was discovered in the Linux build of the XE utility, which is a compression tool. This was a very interesting, sophisticated supply chain attack that happened on GitHub, starting out with a guy named Jay Tan, who introduced the malicious backdoor to a specific versions. And what happened was the backdoor gave remote code execution capabilities on those affected Linux systems. But luckily, the entire XZ utility system was caught before it was widely deployed into production systems. So it was present in development environments or versions, but not in major distribution versions. So that was good. But Jay Tan, or whoever is behind that, was, pretty clever with wearing down the developer of the XE utility until pushing those new commits into the XE utility. It just goes to show you how fragile our entire open source packages and ecosystem in general is. So fast forwarding to October of 2024, Operation Magnus was announced, which was a coordinated effort of law enforcement agencies around the world, taking down two prolific info stealers, Meta and Redline. Operation Magnus led to the arrests of two individuals and the subsequent takedown of the info stealer infrastructure, causing a major disruption in that space as they were often used and commonly deployed. 2024 was certainly a year of prolific info stealers propagating around the dark criminal ecosystem, and I think we'll continue to see that in 2025. So probably the biggest event of this year was the Crowdstrike outage that happened in July of 2024. Users logged on to their screen to find the good old blue screen windows of death. So CrowdStrike had pushed a faulty version into the development environment, which eventually got led into the production sensors, pushed out and propagated around the world, leading to 8.5 million machines getting the blue screen of death. Now, virtually many businesses were crippled at this point. Major operations were disrupted, flights grounded, unless you were a Southwest who still used an outdated legacy Windows version. The memes were perhaps the best part of this event, very good memes that happened, and for those in the industry, it was certainly a chaotic day, week, and we're still seeing the aftermath of what's happened in lawsuits and it goes to show you that loading various different security software, especially low-level kernel code, it has implications that we need to be thinking more about as we're moving forward in the industry. For the dumbest cybercriminal award of 2024, we're going to go with, probably you guessed it, Malone Lam. Zach XBT took down this individual, the $243 million crypto heist, using good old social engineering to transfer the funds into a attacker-controlled wallet. Now, I think perhaps the dumbest part of this entire thing was recording yourself on Discord saying, you got the, the funds. I mean, it's just like clear-cut evidence that you probably shouldn't be recording. So probably the dumbest cyber criminal of this year, as well as his associates. And a side note, for my favorite video this year, it was the new teammate that I have on the team, the individual, the hacker in training. It was teaching my wife how to hack. I really enjoyed setting up the thought experiment and the scenario and teaching her what I do and really not do on a day-to-day basis. But, you try to make yourself look cool when you really aren't. In terms of my personal life, 2024 was certainly an eventful year. I'm excited to continue this new chapter, but not to keep things personal here. I do enjoy that experiment. These were some eventful events that happened in 2024. Some very fun but chaotic yet very not fun things that happened. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. In 2025, I have some fun projects upcoming on this YouTube channel, including a new platform that I'm sort of launching, I guess you could say. And well, yeah, until the next time, I'm wishing you and your family, friends, a happy new year, a warm regards from myself, and well, I'll see you next year.